Thank you, Kelly. The teams are out here at the Emirates Stadium. Both sets of players have just taken the tracksuit tops off. Arsenal in the red shirts with the white sleeves, white shorts and white socks at the moment, lining up in the left-hand side of the field, which means they would play towards the clock end of this stadium if they kick off in that position. One of the players to watch out for Leeds in particular, we've talked a little bit about 20-year-old Robbie Gotts in central midfield. The goalkeeper, who's a big fella, but then, Chris, you would say anyone really is a big fella when standing alongside me, but I saw him in the tunnel. He's a Frenchman, Ilan Meslier, 19 years old, on loan from Lorient, and he obviously knows Matteo Guendouzi, who came over and had a nice little word with him, maybe to try and settle his nerves, maybe a little bit of gamesmanship. But I mean, Kelly was just talking about the importance of Leeds' defence. Actually, having a 19-year-old keeper making his debut, it's going to be a test, isn't it?
You know, what a baptism for him tonight, and I'm sure he'll be worked. But you know, you get your opportunity, you have to take it. A huge evening for the young man. You know, let's just hope he's full of confidence. He'll want an early touch, an early save to get into this game.
So both sets of players now will come towards the halfway line. This game this evening, as with all the FA Cup ties, kicking off a minute later than normally scheduled. So tonight's kickoff is at 7:56, and both sets of players in a team photo, mixing with each other here at the moment, stand behind this purple banner which is pulled taut across the halfway line. Take a minute to find simple steps to look after your mental health. That is the FA's Heads Up campaign. Take a minute for the FA Cup throughout this third round weekend. So this is the last of the 32 ties to kick off. We already know tonight, having had that fourth round draw, and we'll remind you of that in full at half time. It'll already be up on the BBC Sport website, that the winners of tonight's tie will be away to Bournemouth in the fourth round. 4 changes for Arsenal. Leeds in light grey in the team huddle in the half of the pitch away to our right hand side. Their 8,000 fans are going to make a racket throughout tonight. Arsenal have Emiliano Martinez in goal. We think Socrates will play right back, David Luiz and Rob Holding as the two centre backs, Sead Kolasinac as left back, Guendouzi and Xhaka, Granit Xhaka as the midfield two, Reece Nelson on the right, Nicolas Pepe on the left, with Mesut Ozil in behind Lacazette. The game gets underway here in North London, and Leeds already attacking through the middle with Click. Gets the ball forward to Patrick Bamford, plays it wide to a former Arsenal man, the right back Luke Ayling. Never made a first team appearance here before moving on to Yeovil, but he's lost the ball, and Arsenal already attacking down the right with Pepe, who stops and turns and plays the ball back to Guendouzi, who goes rushing to his right hand side, doesn't see an option on, so passes it to his fellow wavy-haired teammate David Luiz, who comes back to the goalkeeper Martinez. I'll give you that Leeds lineup in a second. Ozil's little backheel flick inside his own half has given the ball away, so Leeds have possession inside their own half. Lacazette tries to close it down. My stopwatch is frozen. That's no good, is it, Chris? It's not even that cold. Ball over the top for Bamford to chase. Holding's let that run behind him. Bamford with a little back heel. Socrates in to try and win it for Arsenal. It's not quite gone out of play. Little ball knocked down the left to Alioski. Socrates slides in and knocks it out for a Leeds throw. Yeah, confident start by Leeds. I think we expected that. A team in fine form this season. The pressure off this evening. It's made 4 changes. Bielsa, some of his big hitters on the bench, but what an opportunity this evening to take the Premier League scalp. I'm looking for the Bielsa bucket, but it's not here, so he's standing with his hands behind his back in a baggy Leeds coat, and now he's about to crouch down, and he's saying, look, where's my seat? He's not going to crouch down on a cup. He's not going to sit on a little paper cup, is he? He's been passed a drink. I'm not sure he's that keen on what's in there. Look, he's had a little sniff of that, Chris. I wonder what that is, maybe a bit of Bovril or something, but he wasn't entirely sure that was going to be to his liking. Anyway, he sat down now, nice comfortable seat for him here. Or is he? No, he's to the left of the dugout there. Is he sitting in one of the red cosy seats or not? No, I think he's to the left, possibly sitting on the lucky bucket. On the lucky bucket. Maybe it's there and it's just out of our view. A couple of minutes played at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0, and Leeds knocking the ball around nicely inside their own half. Calvin Phillips, one of the players we're really looking forward to watching live tonight. David Luiz with a header away from the edge of his own penalty area. Guendouzi jumps for the bouncing ball. taken off him. Alioski falls down very theatrically there, but he's won the free kick. Anthony Taylor says free kick Leeds, and it's 35 yards from goal.
Yeah, and Arsenal, you're quite right, starting with that back four. There was a theory at Socrates that they may play with three centre-halves, but you think it should have worked, the back four, for Mikel Arteta so far, so no real surprise there.
Could be Barry Douglas, the left back with the left foot with the free kick. It's on the left-hand side for Leeds as they attack this goal away to our left-hand side. Mikel Arteta just making sure that his defenders are switched on. 3 minutes played, Calvin Phillips curling ball in, flicked on and wide of the post and behind for the goal kick. So here's the Leeds team tonight. Illan Meslier, the 19-year-old, making his debut in goal. Luke Ayling at right back, Barry Douglas, former Wolves man, at left back, and Ben White tonight normally plays alongside Liam Cooper at centre back, plays alongside the Swiss Gaetano Berardi. Calvin Phillips, 4-1-4-1 in the holding role in front of the back four. Alioski on the left, Jack Harrison on loan from Manchester City on the right-hand side. The other debutant, Robbie Gotts, in central midfield alongside the Pole Mateusz Klich, who's on the ball at the moment, and Patrick Bamford. Here he is getting the pass from Klich. He's tackled by Lacazette in the centre circle. Xhaka has lost it, and here come Leeds. No foul on Xhaka. Free kick for Arsenal.
I tell you what, I thought Xhaka was very, very fortunate there. Anthony Taylor awarding the free kick, full of energy in the midfield. Leeds are.
Video assistant referee tonight, Chris. We have it at this tie. We saw Michael Oliver, didn't we, go to the monitor in the game between Crystal Palace and Derby?
Hopefully.
Lacazette on the turn for Arsenal, on the ball, just inside the Leeds half, plays back into his own half, and Kolasinac comes all the way back to his goalkeeper, and Mikel Arteta, almost following that ball, goes pacing down the touchline, has a little word with Socrates, who's on the right-hand side for Arsenal, but it's back to Martinez, all in dark green, clears with his right foot, long downfield. Lacazette will chase, should easily go back via Berardi to the goalkeeper Meslier. He's not had a touch yet, and Berardi actually played it forward to Douglas. Now back to Berardi again, who I noticed averages in his Leeds career a red card every 18 games, Chris. 8 in his Leeds career.
He's a bit of a hothead, isn't he, Berardi? One to keep an eye on. The centre-back now converted from left-back.
Bringing the ball out from the back, Barry Douglas pings a beautiful 40-yarder right across the pitch to the right. Ayling with a little give and go. Harrison comes in off the right-hand side. Guendouzi stretches a leg out, intercepts the pass. It's cleared to Pepe. Pepe will fancy a dribble. Doesn't want to give it away here, though. And he's managed to hold on to it, and away he goes. At speed, crosses the halfway line. Alioski thought about tripping him. He leaves him, and then he's overrun it, Pepe, at the last moment with Lacazette inside him, when he possibly could have played the pass.
Well, they spent big money on him with great expectations. It was a good run. He just hung on to the ball just a little bit too long there. Played under Bielsa, didn't he?
He did. At Lille, yeah. Bielsa had a brief time at Lille, but he played under him there. And at the moment, Barry Douglas is giving him very close attentions. He's just tugging at his shirt just to annoy him, Pepe, and Pepe swiped him away. Klich picks up on a loose pass from the Arsenal back four to Bamford. The angle is tight. Bamford hits the shot. It's a sliding block by Holding, and it's behind for a corner. He looked quite casual about that, Bamford. That was a good chance.
He has that languid look about him, but it's really sloppy play in midfield from Holding. I think it's a poor decision from Klich. I think he had the opportunity to go right. He went left to Bamford, but he took far too long, took a touch, and it allowed Holding back to atone from the error, and he made the block.
6.5 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Corner in from Phillips. Good delivery. Goes flashing across the Arsenal 6-yard box. Alioski with the bright peroxide hair chases it out to the right. Cross comes in, flicked on again. Luiz and Guendouzi jump. Very ambitious volley from Berardi. Sliced away to the right. Nearly turned into a decent pass. Then it is cleared by Holding, and it's out for a throw into Leeds, who've started pretty well, actually.
You would say that Leeds United have had the better start. I mean, is it a big surprise the way they've started front foot, taking the game to Arsenal? Mikel Arteta talked about in the early days, not being here long, energy is everything.
Now here's another speedster, Reece Nelson, who won the ball for Arsenal there inside his own half, has set off, and all of a sudden he's up into the Leeds penalty area on the left. Little trick from him. Poor cross in to the near post. Ayling takes a touch and then very skillfully evades the challenge of Lacazette. But the clearance reaches Pepe with the curler, and Meslier gets his first touch, dives to his right and makes a decent save.
Yeah, I think Meslier will be happy with that. Pepe, 23 yards out, and is favoured. Left foot, left-hand side of the box. It's comfortable for Meslier.
Well, Leeds continue to play out from the back, and Meslier will be involved in that. The ball is back to him on the edge of the 6-yard box. He goes longer. Good vision, though. Great ball, that. Sweeps it out to the right. Harrison forward to Click. Click looks up. He's got options. Alioski's free on the far side, but he's tackled by David Luiz, and Leeds have left themselves a little open here, and David Luiz fancies this. He comes charging forward for Arsenal, looks up. Pepe wants it on the right, so did Ozil. David Luiz held on to it for so long he's lost it.
Took a touch too many. Pepe had made the run in the right-hand channel, and again too long on the ball from David Luiz.
Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Winners away to Bournemouth in the 4th round of the FA Cup. This game is also on BBC One tonight. If you do fancy watching but still listening to us, then you can get us via the red button. Having pressed the red button, you select 5 live commentary using the blue menu key, apparently. Rob Holding, edge of the area, intercepts a cross, and then misplaces a pass.
Shaky start, hasn't he, Rob Holding?
Knocks it straight out for a throw to Leeds on the right. I think the Arsenal fans are pleased to see him back, because when he was fit last season, he was impressing the Arsenal fans, but he's had some injury troubles, bad knee injury in a game against Manchester United as a cross comes in again, and then Bamford heads it miles wide. Clean header, but he's directed it 10 yards wide of goal and behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, to be honest, that was pretty awful from Bamford. I mean, it wasn't an easy chance. It's probably 14, 15 yards out. The cross whipped in left-footed from the right-hand side. He got that all wrong. Too much on the header. Probably 15, 20 yards wide of Martinez's left-hand post.
Can see the bucket now. Bielsa perched on his blue bucket just to the left of the Leeds dugout. Holding comes forward, intercepts the ball on the half volley and knocks it out for a Leeds throw in their right back position. The Leeds fans that have scarves at the moment in unison have them in the air, and they're waving them, twirling them like the old-fashioned football rattles back in the day. Throwing for Leeds on the right. 10 minutes gone in this first half. They've started pretty well, the Championship team. Arsenal fans in response to the scarf waving start a song of their own. Holding under a little bit of pressure, comes all the way back to Martinez. Martinez closed down by Alioski, who slides in, tries to block the clearance. Bamford now on the right for Leeds, 40 yards from goal. David Luiz for company, plays it back to Luke Ayling. Ayling onto Click here, down by the byline on the right. Might run to Ayling, floats it to the far post just beyond Barry Douglas, who was lining himself up for a volley or a header, and it just had a little bit too much on it. But again, a nice move from Leeds United.
Well, they're off the pace, Arsenal, and that would have been full-back to full-back. Douglas just made his run a little bit too early, and the ball evaded him at the far post.
Douglas, one of the changes for Leeds tonight. Alioski often plays at left-back for Leeds in the Championship, but Douglas, the Scot, is a decent performer. He was part of that Wolves team that won promotion under Nuno a couple of seasons ago, and that season he had the most assists in the Championship. Floated ball to Bamford, who jumps with Holding, and the ball bounces off the pair of them and comes back to Martinez. But I don't think Mikel Arteta's going to be very happy so far, Chris.
This isn't the start which he wanted. It's been a flat Arsenal. In fairness to Leeds, they're saying we'll go man for man, we'll press you high. And Arsenal at the moment haven't got their passing game going, no real rhythm.
Under pressure. Xhaka was sloppy there, and Martinez has to clear with his left foot. Xhaka was very nearly caught in possession on the edge of the box by Click and didn't seem to be aware he was coming.
Well, I don't think that's the best ball from Martinez to Xhaka. I think it's a poor decision.
Leeds have given it away high up the field, and now a chance for Xhaka to bring it forward. He's come a long way here. Xhaka's run a good 70-80 yards. Dreadful pass with the outside of his left foot. Has just stabbed it way too hard and behind for the goal kick. Wasted opportunity.
That sort of sums up Arsenal's opening driving run from Xhaka from inside his own half, but he must have missed that pass to Lacazette, what, by 15-20 yards?
Yeah. As Ozil has touched the ball, but barely, Chris, in the first 12 and a half minutes so far. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Alioski playing further up on the left for Leeds tonight, chases a long ball through and can't get to it.
Don't want to be too critical too early, but this is an Emery type performance at the end of his reign from Arsenal so far.
So rather than back to the drawing board, back to the Emery board, would that be? Here's Martinez, goalkeeper in dark green. Diagonal ball, headed away by Socrates. Pepe wasn't quite sure where that was. Now that's an interesting pass back from Berardi, but Meslier, the goalkeeper, 19 years old, cool as you like, cushions it on the instep of his left boot, then a slow pass to his right to Ben White, the defender, the centre-back on loan from Brighton.
He's got a lovely left peg, hasn't he? Languid lefty.
Berardi. Ball through the middle here to Calvin Phillips, who wears his hair tightly tied back in a little bun. He's one who Leeds fans have called us about on 606. We've had a couple of Leeds fans call us and say he should be in Gareth Southgate's England squad. Click on the right for Leeds. They've been pressed. Harrison, nice little ball through. Bamford lays it off. Harrison with the left-footed drive, batted away by Martinez. Decent effort.
I'll tell you what, Leeds United, the slicker team, the quicker team, the better team in these opening stages. Really good little give and go, and Harrison, the loanee from Manchester City, it's a pile driver with his left peg, 22 yards out, too close to Martinez.
Palmed it away. Going to get free kick, Arsenal, for an offside, I think that was. And David Luiz has played it back to his goalkeeper. Martinez clears with his right foot. Pepe just tries to get round the back of Barry Douglas, couldn't keep the ball in play. Throwing for Leeds.
One of my gripes, Ali, that the change of goalkeeper.
Phillips, diagonal ball again, headed away by Kolasinac, but Leeds are first to that second ball again. Click was alert, back to Harrison to Bamford, laid off to Ayling, back to Bamford, on his left foot, hits the bar. That was brilliant from Leeds and deserved a goal. And Arsenal are right under the pump here in the early stages of this cup tie.
Arsenal haven't turned up, they really haven't, but you have to credit Leeds. The brand of football, the slick passing, and Bamford gets it on his left foot, right-hand side of the box. Was he 10 yards out at the angle? He lashes it, that low back lift with his left foot. The goalkeeper wasn't saving that.
Here's Bamford again, appealing for a handball. Rob Holding beside him. Bamford tried to control the through ball.
It's all about the position
of his arm.
Of Rob Holding's arm there. Bamford convinced. I'm not so sure.
Well, play continues. Video assistant referee will be having a look at that. And when it gets to the next stoppage, we'll see whether it gets pulled back. Socrates, well tackled by Phillips. Sliding challenge, wins the ball inside the Leeds half. Robbie Gotts, who, as we were hearing before the game, making his Leeds debut tonight, having been on the bench 35 times under Marcelo Bielsa, finally gets his chance in a big game like this one. Only got told on Saturday, and loads of family members have made the trip to North London. Good pass from Gotts to Alioski, curling ball into the penalty area. Holding is there for Arsenal, intercepts, and Socrates just hoofs it away high to the halfway line. Berardi with a strange sideways header, only found Lacazette. Guendouzi to Xhaka. Xhaka was too slow. The pass didn't get to him, actually. Click plays a little 1-2, and then Xhaka commits the foul, which he felt he had to, and Arsenal are off the pace.
Click clipped in the middle of the park, but they're the better team, aren't they, Leeds?
And they're quick thinking as well, because Barry Douglas has taken the free kick quickly. Harrison shoots, and Martinez is down and makes the save. Mikel Arteta, look, Chris, turns, looks at the bench, and he just shakes his head because he knows his team aren't on it.
Absolutely, and it's an okay save that from Martinez. The important thing was that he clutched it and held on to the ball. Alioski sniffing around.
Holding, bringing the ball out of the back for Arsenal. No Aubameyang this evening, who apparently is ill. Maitland-Niles has been given the night off, which is why Socrates is playing at right back. Hector Bellerin still on his way back from a hamstring injury. Callum Chambers they've lost for 6 months or so, but this is a strong Arsenal team. They beat Manchester United here 2-0 in their last game. on New Year's Day and were very good in that one. They have not started well this evening. BBC Radio 5 Live here at the Emirates Stadium. Fourth round draw has been made. Winners of this one away to Bournemouth. The ball is back with Ilan Meslier, Leeds' young French keeper.
Bournemouth or Bournemouth reserves?
Could be. How many changes did they make for the Luton game, Chris? Because I know you were scribbling them all down, weren't you? Well, don't worry about it. You put the notes away. Don't want to put you under pressure. It's just the kind of thing that you just quick as a flash, you get them. Although sometimes
they made six
changes.
Yeah.
Okay, not as many as some.
It's reserved, isn't it, for Eddie Howe?
Ball floated out by Meslier to the right. And while we've been talking about that, Leeds have just been playing lovely possession football. Although that ball from Ayling is hit a little too hard, and it comes through to Arsenal's goalkeeper Martinez. So 17 minutes in, Arsenal need to get a grip of this and try and sort it out. Guendouzi back to David Luiz. Oh, what a terrible pass out from Luiz. Picked up by Alioski, into the box, cross into the far post, headed behind by Xhaka. Just sums it up, Chris.
And frustration from Mikel Arteta. I mean, that's just awful. David Luiz holding his hands up and saying sorry. It's just not been good enough. I think Arsenal are looking around at each other and expecting things to happen, and it's not happening. You've got to earn the right.
Coming up to 20 minutes played in the first half. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Leeds the better team. Here's a corner for them from the left, and Calvin Phillips goes very deep with this one. Ayling leaps high, the ball comes off his head and goes behind him. Alioski, Ozil's at him to try and win it, but Alioski's won that battle. Kolasinac now gets a foot in. Reece Nelson, rare touch of the ball, trying to dribble it out for Arsenal. He's lost it. Bamford's going to shoot, blocked by David Luiz. Bamford will get to that rebound first. Xhaka goes sliding in, and he's fouled him on the edge of the penalty area. And again, Arsenal just didn't deal with it.
No, Bamford gets to the ball first, toes it past a sprawling Xhaka. Just seeing if there is contact there. I think there is the slightest nick, in fairness.
Ooh, Chris, could he be a candidate, do you think, for the simulation game?
Well, he went to ground Xhaka, and the referee gives the decision, and this is an opportunity, isn't it?
It is. Chance for Leeds. The ball is on the corner of the Arsenal penalty area on the left-hand side as Leeds attack that goal. Calvin Phillips with the right foot. Could be Barry Douglas with the left foot. Those two are in animated conversation. Leeds deserve a goal, really, for the way they've started this game. 20 minutes played exactly. Phillips with his right, drives it at goal. Martinez blocks, and Holding nods it behind. Martinez couldn't hold on to it. It spun up in the air. Had a Leeds player been there, probably would have been 1-0.
Yeah, just watching it again, in fairness, I think he's unsighted. It's a slight touch from White.
Corner, again driven deep to the edge of the area. Alioski fancies it, left foot volley, spins into the area. Martinez off his line quickly, grabs it with both hands, spots an opportunity. What's he seen there? He smashed it 80 yards downfield. Every Arsenal player was in his own box.
I don't know what he spotted. In fairness, there's a decent save earlier from the White. Glancing header, reaction save.
This is a bizarre performance by Arsenal so far this evening.
Well, if you closed your eyes and then opened them and looked down into the technical area for Arsenal, you'd expect Unai Emery to be in charge.
Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. They've got away with it so far. Pepe under pressure inside his own half. Leeds, for their part, have been excellent. Now Arteta is trying to make a couple of points there, standing with his legs wide apart and moving his arms around.
Well, the first point would be run around, match Leeds, show some effort, show some desire.
17th time these two have met in this great competition. Arsenal have won 7 of the games. There have been 7 draws, which took them to replays. Leeds have won just the 2, but one of those, critically, was the 1972 final. Leeds' only success in the FA Cup. Arsenal...
Sniffer got one, didn't he?
Sniffer Clark. Yeah, that's Sniffer Sutton sitting alongside me. Arsenal, the Americans would say, Chris, are the winningest team in FA Cup history. Do you like winningest? It's not my favourite, though. That's how they say it. That's how they say it. Yeah, I was watching my NFL last night, and you have the winningest.
Do you think they just got it wrong?
I think it's right for them. I just don't think it's right for us. Free kick for Leeds inside their own half. Kolasinac barging one of the Leeds players to the floor. He's frustrated, slings the ball away, and basically Arsenal have wasted the first quarter of this game. They just not turned up.
Well, the positive is they're still level.
Yeah,
because Leeds should be in front.
Mikel Arteta talking before the game about the importance of it, what winning the FA Cup meant when he was captain in 2014, how winning becomes a habit. This is completely opposite to what he was talking about. Meslier clears with his left
lovely
foot.
touch from Phillips, who was under real pressure from Lacazette.
Ayling sets off on a run, gives the ball to Click, who's looked really good in possession, really sharp, quick to the ball, good vision, getting his passes away. Ben White under pressure. Oh, Lacazette's got away with the challenge. I thought that might have been a foul. Lacazette on the ball, into the box with his left foot, then turns, gets it back onto the right, and he's tackled. The ball bounces on the edge of the Leeds area. Xhaka's in to win a second header, plays it to the left to Kolasinac. Xhaka again, very quickly under pressure in midfield. He's lost it. And now Bamford just inside his own half, and look at the Leeds players setting off on the counter. Guendouzi jumps in. That was a foul. Advantage played. Alioski is played in on the left-hand side, shoots across goal, and it's wide and behind for the goal kick.
They have been so dynamic, Leeds United, and so good from one end to the other. Arsenal wasted opportunity. Lacazette dithering, and he's onside. Alioski, as the ball's fed through to him on the left-hand side of the box. He's not far away. Left-footed shot a yard wide. It's the left-hand post for Arsenal. It's been all Leeds.
Tonight, of course, is all about the FA Cup and trying to get through the fourth round. Socrates jumps with Douglas and then goes down clutching his stomach. That was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But the free kick has gone Arsenal's way. The point, though, Chris, I guess the bigger picture is Leeds want this to be a regular Premier League fixture from next season onwards. That is what it is really all about. And actually, the way they've matched up against Arsenal tonight shows they could easily cope.
This isn't Leeds' strongest team by any stretch, of the imagination. You look at the Leeds bench: Helder Costa, Stuart Dallas, regulars, Kiko Casilla, Liam Cooper.
Yeah.
Pablo Hernandez, he's injured tonight. He's been such an important player for them. He's a real leader.
With the free kick back to Holding. Eddie Nketiah, by the way, if you are wondering, not involved for Arsenal tonight. Possibility that he's going back out on loan, which is why he's not even on the bench for Arsenal, having been at Leeds for the first half of this season. Patrick Bamford, really their only fit recognised striker, though. They really do have to try and keep him fit. Bielsa has said they do need a striker in this transfer window. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. 25 minutes played, and Arsenal have been poor. Lacazette with a header to his right, can't find Pepe. The ball drops inside the Arsenal half. Guendouzi barges into Alioski, then gets the ball from Socrates, back to Holding, closed down by Bamford, gets his pass away. Pepe holds off Douglas, just inside his own half, takes on Douglas. Ball almost went out of play for a Leeds throw. Socrates has done well to keep it in, but Leeds are really hassling them when they're in possession. Douglas in with the tackle. Arsenal get the throw.
Mikel Arteta having words with Anthony Taylor, the referee, saying there should have been a foul there. I have to say, Socrates, not full back. He should give the ball to somebody who can play, taking far too many touches on it.
Lacazette back to David Luiz. Well, he can play. Xhaka on the turn, gets his pass away. Not enough pace on it, really. Kolasinac had to wait for it. Ball to the left finds Reece Nelson. I barely mentioned Mesut Ozil's name in this commentary. David Luiz coming forward down the left. Bamford trying to stay with him. Luiz challenges Bamford for the ball. Leeds have it with Ayling in their right back position. Nelson has won it, and off he goes into the area, heading for the byline. He's left the ball behind, though. Berardi's there, goes in hard on a 50-50 with Kolasinac. The ball goes spinning away to the right.
Good feet.
And the Leeds fans, you can hear them now cheering every pass. Floated pass into the middle, bit risky. Guendouzi heads it forward. Pepe with the next header. Calvin Phillips, first time ball on the volley away. Again, Arsenal have won it back. He's just taken a couple of chances there, but the fans absolutely loving it so far. Pepe brings it forward, great tackle on him. Strong challenge in the middle of the park, and now the ball is floated to the right, and here come Leeds on the counter-attack. Again, Alioski hands deep, looking for that wide ball to the left. Barry Douglas up in support behind him. Alioski makes the run on the outside. No one goes with him for Arsenal. Cross comes in, edge of the box, and the shot is straight at Martinez, and it's pretty easily saved, but good again from Leeds.
Yeah, it was Harrison with the volley. He was just stretching when the ball was pulled back, but it's Leeds United who have played all the football. A shot straight down Martinez's throat. Little bobbler, comfortable save.
5 touches apparently for Mesut Ozil, according to
fairness, Arsenal have to get the ball to him.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's the point I'm making. I'm not having a go at Ozil, I'm having a go at Arsenal. I'm not having a go at Arsenal, I'm just making the point.
I think it's fair.
Martinez. Lacazette wins the header, nods it forward. Calvin Phillips is there first for Leeds. Sideways pass to little Robbie Gotts, the 20-year-old on his Leeds debut. He must be really enjoying this so far tonight.
Well, I bet you can't believe how easy it is.
Yeah. Ball is wide to Barry Douglas. Douglas strokes his pass to Alioski. Back to Douglas inside his own half to Berardi. Berardi crossed the face of his own penalty area. No pressure on the Leeds back four.
I don't think that Arsenal I mean, we were here against Chelsea. Arsenal were playing with a different intensity.
Yeah.
It's all just so flat.
Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Berardi towards Calvin Phillips, but yeah, Arsenal out of possession. They're not harrying, they're just jogging.
Well, in that one, Harris goes in to get the ball, deep line midfielder. Against Chelsea, Ozil was going in all the way with him, not letting the Chelsea players get turned and play.
Barry Douglas on the halfway line for Leeds. Now Guendouzi comes chasing forward, but the pass is laid off by Gotts, and Lacazette isn't bothered to go and chase that. So Leeds allowed to have it inside their own half. On the right it's Ayling. Now Lacazette makes his move, but Ben White has plenty of time to get the pass away up the right. The layoff from Click not good enough, and it's out for a throw-in to Arsenal on the left. 0-0. Kolasinac waits to take the throw. Winners away to Bournemouth in the 4th round. Watford or Tranmere will be at home to the winners of Wolves or Manchester United. Lacazette is tugged back. Chelsea away to Hull in the 4th round. Southampton against the winners of the Tottenham Middlesbrough replay. QPR Sheffield Wednesday, an all championship 4th round tie. Northampton at home to Derby. Brentford against Leicester. Millwall host Sheffield United. West Ham West Brom. Reading or Blackpool against Cardiff or Carlisle. Norwich will have to go to Burnley as Arsenal taking their free kick. Here's David Luiz, lines one up, hits the shot, takes a big deflection, the ball goes looping high and behind for the corner. Bristol Rovers or Coventry at home to Birmingham. Manchester City got a home tie against Fulham. Rochdale or Newcastle against Oxford. Portsmouth, Barnsley and Liverpool away to Bristol City or Shrewsbury. Just in case you've not heard the 4th round draw, there it is for you. Half an hour played here at the Emirates Stadium. Jeers and whistles from the Leeds fans. A rare attacking opportunity for Arsenal. Corner curled in, free header and nodded wide by David Luiz.
And Bielsa gets up from his bucket, shakes his head. That's a chance for David Luiz. It's a run on his marker, should hit the target. It's a left-footed outswinger from Ozil. No one on the post for Leeds. It's a poor header.
Totally unmarked. Saw it coming from a long way off. Should have got it on target. Lacazette trying to win it off Berardi.
Oh, he's got a dream of a left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is the young goalkeeper Ilan Meslier making his Leeds debut tonight, and he's just pinging them about, isn't he? And they're perfectly measured. It's Edison-like.
He's not phased at all, is he?
Phillips back to his goalkeeper Meslier, so they're perfectly happy to trust him. They know what he can do. Ball into midfield. Jack Harrison slightly miscontrolled, but got a second bite at the cherry. Back to Berardi across to Douglas, back again to Berardi. So Arsenal just trying to pen Leeds back, but again no real urgency here. Reece Nelson jogs in.
That's too easy. It really is.
Ben White just runs away from him, not even at full tilt. Plays his pass to Douglas. They're just letting Leeds knock it around. Douglas on the left inside the Arsenal half. Floated ball towards Bamford, holding back pedals, nods it down. Socrates clearance is blocked, holding on the volley. Ball bounces inside the Arsenal half. Ozil flicks a header to his left. Xhaka chests it down and plays it back to David Luiz. Luiz with his left foot up to the halfway line. Nelson's first touch just took it away from him, but he's kept the ball for Arsenal. Guendouzi looks up, thought about going right to Pepe, wants an option here through the middle. Lacazette falls to the ground, can't win the ball. Guendouzi goes hurtling in, but Leeds have it. Space is opening up for them as they attack down the left-hand side. Douglas gives it to Alioski. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. In the last 15 minutes of the first half here, FA Cup third round. Pepe's pass to Lacazette, not a good one. The Leeds have possession again. Ayling, low pass to his right to Harrison. Harrison into central midfield, finds Calvin Phillips. Phillips goes wide again. Ayling looks up, cross comes in, Alioski attacks it, and Martinez flying to his right makes the save for Arsenal. Brave header from Alioski, who's actually gone down holding his ankle. Guendouzi's put it out.
Yeah, I tell you what a ball in this is from the right hand side, and it's Alioski, who isn't the biggest, up against the Greek Socrates, and he gets up really well. I'm not so sure whether he heads the ball or not. It's Ayling with the cross. I think it's maybe off his chest. It's a brilliant leap from the little fella. And it's that the right hand, the big right hand of Martinez to his right hand side. He claws it out.
Yeah, it's either come off his shoulder or even Socrates' shoulder,
chest,
possibly.
and then Socrates.
Yeah. Good save though.
But that sort of summed it up, didn't it? The smaller guy showing more desire. And I think when we saw Mikel Arteta talk about the FA Cup, we want to take it seriously. I have to say, you'd have to question how seriously the Arsenal players have taken it on the evidence so far. It has been so poor, so lacklustre.
Yeah. Mikel Arteta is trying to get that message across at the moment. He's practically on the pitch now, stoppage in play, with Alioski having been treated. He is now standing up, having a drink behind the byline. A water bottle is thrown to Socrates, but Arteta, very animated conversation with Pepe and Ozil is now taking the message across. But actually, I mean, in terms of, we were talking about the press they had on Chelsea. When Chelsea, this must be deliberate to stand off them.
I don't think so.
Really? They're just not bothered tonight.
Are you saying that he's telling them to sit off?
But then why would they then?
I mentioned earlier, Ali, in the half, that when he first came in, I think his programme notes, he said, in my mind, energy is everything, and he talked about character and passion and attitude. We haven't seen it once again. Leeds picking the ball up, quicker, sharper to the ball. Yeah. They're all over Arsenal.
Arsenal are giving it away again, giving Leeds a chance to attack down the right. Jack Harrison at speed, brings it infield onto the left foot, dummies the shot. Offside flag stays down, cross comes in, Bamford could have had a shot, ball is loose in the penalty area, Guendouzi makes the tackle, Harrison or Bamford could have scored for Leeds there, and Arsenal get away with it again. Foul, no foul.
Play on.
Strong challenge on Lacazette, he's gone down holding his ankle.
I thought he won the ball,
Alioski very generously has stopped play with Lacazette down, having hurt his ankle, probably because Guendouzi knocked the ball out when Alioski was down.
And it's White, Ben White on Lacazette. He gets so tight, Lacazette trying to get his body, and White does win the ball. But the worry for Leeds, Ali, just seeing this chance again, there's a question mark whether it's offside as it goes to the right-hand side of the box and crossed into Bamford. They have to take the chance, don't they? One of these chances, one of these opportunities.
The offside call there was tight, would definitely have been one for VAR, and the cross that came in was just behind Bamford and just too far ahead of Harrison, and Bamford almost tried to lay it back into his path, and Guendouzi was just able to get something on it for Arsenal. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Leeds much the better team. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Big week of football commentaries on 5 Live. First legs of the League Cup semi-finals in full. Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Tomorrow night we're at Old Trafford. John Murray and Robbie Savage are there. Ian Dennis and Clinton Morrison will bring you commentary of Leicester against Villa on Wednesday. Premier League commentary on Friday. Sheffield United against West Ham. Here it's Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Meslier again, very coolly for Leeds. The young goalkeeper side foots the ball away upfield, across the halfway line. Difficult one for Xhaka to deal with. Phillips is onto it, looking for a little side-footed pass towards Bamford. Harrison gets up and wins the header.
Arsenal have missed Torreira's energy in that midfield.
Bamford lays it off to 20-year-old Robbie Gotts. Here's Alioski. Cross comes into the far post. Luiz is there, heads it up in the air. Chested down inside the area by Ayling. left-footed strike, closed down and blocked, headed away by Kolasinac. It's still all Leeds United. Back inside their own half. Ben White has lost it to Lacazette and then just throws his body.
I think he gets away with that.
Ben White got the free kick. Lacazette was about to run off downfield with the ball. White threw his body in the way, and I thought the free kick was actually going to go to Arsenal. Lacazette was penalised.
That's the second time Lacazette has nearly nicked the ball off White.
Berardi, left-footed ball offside. Alioski is caught offside wide on the left. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Arsenal hanging in there. But I think Mikel Arteta is going to have a word or two at half-time, or 3 or 4 perhaps. Reece Nelson trying to control a ball wide on the left. Tackled here by Ben White. And the ball's out for an Arsenal throw. And Bielsa gets up just to stretch the legs. 64 years old now. I was hearing a little bit about him, Chris, so not flashy by any means. He lives in a little flat above a shop in Wetherby, and you quite often see him apparently around Leeds city centre in the baggy tracksuit, in the coffee shops, reading his paper, having the photos taken with the Leeds fans. He'll be really enjoying the performance this team is giving tonight, and here they come again. Outside of the football from Harrison, might find Alioski, and Socrates just there in time to sweep a clearance away with his right foot.
That says it all, doesn't it? That pass, the confidence from Harrison to hit that ball with the outside of his left foot. Socrates, to his credit, read it really well. Alioski was behind him and ready to stroke that one in.
Thrown for Leeds, who deserve a lead, I think, in this first half, and they've still got 7 minutes or so to try and find themselves a goal. They've got the ball again, and they're quite happy to come out and go back to the halfway line. Here's Ben White. White across to Ayling. Ayling towards Bamford. There's a very good link man up there for Leeds. Now Click on the right-hand side. Low cross in. Götze just got underneath it and balloons the shot over the bar. Goal kick for Arsenal.
Yeah, dare I say it, Götze has got to do better there. Slick move down the right-hand side. One-touch passing. It's a lovely ball from Ayling out to the right-hand side, and as it's pulled back, Götze gets across the near post. What a story this would have been. He just gets it all wrong and scoops it over the bar. They can't keep wasting these opportunities.
3 or 4 really good chances for Leeds in the first half. Martinez has made a couple of important saves for Arsenal. Arsenal have lost the ball again. Alioski cross towards Bamford. That wasn't the best pass, and Arsenal are able to deal with it. Xhaka looks up and sees Guendouzi. Guendouzi lays it off to Socrates. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Still Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. What a terrible pass that is from Rob Holding. Douglas intercepts. Plays a 1-2 with Götze. Alioski on the left. Low ball rolled in. Click is there, trying to take it round Martinez. Pulls the ball back. Bamford is tackled by Guendouzi. Last touch came off Bamford, and it's behind for a goal kick. The movement and invention, Chris, from Leeds is lovely.
Well, the movement, invention, the weight of passing, that was top draw. And as one of those Click driving the left-hand side of the box, Martinez goes out. You often see the player looking for the contact. To Click's credit, he stayed on his feet.
Yeah, I think he wanted Martinez to throw himself, didn't he? And then that might give him the opportunity for that, but Martinez sensibly stopped in his tracks and forced him to go back. Arsenal have the 2 centre-backs in the penalty area, but Martinez is not going to use them. David Luiz and Rob Holding waved forward. Martinez clears, Pepe jumps, Ozil comes looking for the ball inside the Leeds half. Hoofed away by Calvin Phillips. Bamford is offside. Free kick for Arsenal inside their own half. Bamford's shown some lovely touches, hasn't he, Chris, as a number 9?
Yeah, I think he can be a frustrating player. I wouldn't say he's the most natural of finishers, but he scores some fantastic goals, doesn't he? And he's been integral for Leeds this season. Need to keep him fit. They don't have a replacement at present. There will be some work done, I'm sure, in January.
Ozil struggling to hold on to the ball for Arsenal, has managed to do it. Pepe fires a pass back to Guendouzi inside the Leeds half here. Nelson back to Xhaka. Xhaka's floated ball. Kolasinac will chase. He can't keep it in, and it goes bouncing out for a Leeds goal kick. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0.
You'd have to say that the Arsenal fans are showing great patience, I think, with this performance. Dare I say, with the manager. If it was Emery in the dugout now, he would be getting pelters, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the worst half of football under Arteta, I would say, by a considerable distance.
It's Chris Sutton with us here on BBC Radio 5 Live. Douglas receives the pass from Berardi, gets rid of it quickly. Alioski will chase it. Martinez is outside his penalty area, got to be a bit careful, clears it with his right foot. Ball goes high in the air. Pepe battles with Douglas. The ball hits Pepe. Does Socrates keep that in? Yes, he has. Finds Ozil. Back to Socrates. Under pressure. Then he's caught. Definite foul there. Calvin Phillips went diving in for the ball. Didn't get it. And he's caught Socrates, who is down and hurt. Free kick for Arsenal.
Yes, a late challenge from Phillips. But he's been excellent, hasn't he? Phillips reads the play well. Ozil hasn't had a kick. I mean, does he have a genuine outside chance?
Of the England squad?
Yeah, going to the Euros.
Why not?
I mean, the thing which would go against him is, well, he's playing championship football, isn't it? But you watch him tonight, you think, not a lot wrong with him.
Yeah, and it's that midfield area, isn't it, where I think a lot of people would feel that England have a problem, Offside flag up against Lacazette. Free kick for Leeds. 90 seconds of the 45 minutes remaining, plus a little bit of added time, I imagine. Bielsa heading back for the bucket, having stretched his legs, sits himself down. Free kick for Leeds in these, it's sort of light blue, sort of bluey grey away kit, I would say, for Leeds this evening. Free kick just inside their own half. Ayling is looking for an option, can't see one. Douglas has got his arms up 40 yards away on the left, and Ayling eventually has to turn and play it back to White, his centre-back, who comes back to the keeper. Meslier with a little sideways ball to Berardi. Here is Phillips, who we were just talking about. Collects the pass, holds off Guendouzi, gives his pass to Douglas, who makes a run for him. Douglas, great football, on to Götze, opening Arsenal up. Alioski in space on the left-hand side. The flag's up for offside. What a shame.
I'll tell you what, though, they can play, can't they? They really can play.
Oh, Arsenal fans having a go at Socrates, and Socrates, I think they were telling him to hurry up and get on with it, and he's actually had to go back and saying, just calm down. That's interesting. You can sense the frustration. As you say, the Arsenal fans have been patient, but Socrates decided to have his say. Pepe's now gone down, caught on the halfway line. Free kick for Arsenal.
In fairness to Socrates, it's not ideal. He's playing out of position, he's doing his best, he's just not a very good technician. He's been pretty brutal on the ball this evening.
Yes. 1 minute of added time remaining at the end of a really unimpressive first half for Arsenal, but conversely, first time I've seen Leeds live this season, and they have been superb. Holding for Arsenal inside his own half. Jack Harrison quickly onto David Luiz. Luiz has to float that pass away down the right. That hits Pepe. It's going to be a throw. Leeds. Pepe puts his arm up. I don't know what he's claiming for there. Throwing for Leeds at left back. Barry Douglas will take it. The only concern, Chris, as you've been saying, they've created the chances and they've not taken them.
Just that final third haven't been clinical enough.
Guendouzi's lost it, still inside the Leeds half. Arsenal get it back with Xhaka, bumped off the ball by Clip. Xhaka decides to fall on it and grab it with both hands, just in case he wasn't going to get the free kick to stop Leeds going on the counter. Takes it short to David Luiz. That's it. David Luiz picks the ball up, and Arsenal fans, they're not booed and jeered off the pitch, but you can sense the frustration from the home fans, and Mikel Arteta is going to have to go in and sort out everything about that first half performance. But Leeds, on the other hand, Chris, have been fantastic, haven't they?
Yeah, I think we'll see a Spanish Inquisition. I think that, we were all crowing about Arsenal before the game, and the impression Arteta has made on this team, it was so lacklustre. Leeds by far the better team, the slicker, the quicker, the sharper, the more inventive, the hungrier, just haven't taken their opportunities. Will they rue not taking one of those opportunities, because quite frankly Leeds are the better side and they should be in front.
It's one of the classic cliches, isn't it, in a tie like this? Leeds look like the Premier League team, Arsenal look like the Championship team. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Describe your hits. Okay, good. I'm glad he didn't say me. Second half underway. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. No changes made by Mikel Arteta at half-time, but I'm sure his team will have come out with a flea in the ear. They've got possession early second half. Pepe's going to have a hit from 30 yards out, and he's sliced a dreadful shot miles wide and behind for a goal kick. By the way, here's one for the listeners as well if they want to play this at home. I thought this would be a great one for Sutton Death, actually, Chris. So Leeds being a Championship team got me thinking. Last team from outside the top flight to win the FA Cup was West Ham back in 1980. Since then, on 24 occasions, teams from below the top flight have made the semi-finals. See if people can rattle those off. So West Ham won it in 1980. 4 teams.
It's not easy.
No, it's quite tough, but I think they'll start coming back to people. So if they want to give us their answers, at 5 Live Sports, social media, 85058 on the text. Lacazette with a great flick. Reece Nelson taking on Ben White. He's got the pace to beat him. Into the area, drags it back onto the left foot, then goes down, picks himself up, he's still got it, and he's eventually tackled by Calvin Phillips, whose clearance hits Pepe and goes behind for a Leeds goal kick.
Oh, I tell you what, really lovely flick, wasn't it, from Lacazette to release Nelson. He had great pace to get away from White, then he chops back the right hand side of the box onto his left foot. You're thinking, get the shot off, he doesn't. He delays and Phillips gets back and snuffs out the danger. What a chance for Arsenal.
Berardi playing at centre-back for Leeds this evening. One of the 4 changes to Marcelo Bielsa's side. Bamford chasing the long ball downfield. Holding beats him to it. Holding back in the Arsenal team, having missed the last 11 games. Gets his clearance away. Just seen a Greek flag being held up in the Leeds end. But it's right next to Socrates, who's at right back for Arsenal this evening. So I wonder whether he's caught sight of that. Throw in for Leeds down the left. Little flick ball infield to Alioski. Alioski scoots his pass back to the 20-year-old Robbie Gotts on his league debut this evening. Arsenal surround him and win the ball back. Guendouzi brings it away. Plenty of Leeds players chasing him. But Guendouzi gets the pass away. Slightly scuffed ball infield from Xhaka. Then Ozil gets onto it. Starts to glide forward. Looks for Nelson. Pass is just beyond Nelson. Kolasinac might get there. He does. Backheels the ball back in field. Nelson is run off it. Jack Harrison clears for Leeds. Guendouzi is there. Nods it down. Ozil gets it 30 yards out wide on the left-hand side to Guendouzi. Arsenal in the red and white shirts. White shorts and white socks, playing from right to left in this second half. And Jack Harrison under real pressure from Kolasinac. Done so well for Leeds to get the ball back to Ayling. Ayling's clearance then nodded back by Kolasinac and behind for the goal kick. Chris Sutton.
Yeah, dare I say it, we've seen more urgency in the first 3 minutes of this second half from Arsenal than we did in the whole of the first half. I'm sure Mikel Arteta would have gone in at half-time and said, you've got to give me more than you have done.
Probably went in, Chris, actually, and said, Arsenal, you're better than that, I would have thought. Because they really are and really should be. Meslier clears with his left foot and he goes straight out for a throw-in to Arsenal. So Emiliano Martinez, one of the Arsenal changes tonight, in goal, and he's actually been pretty good. Made 2 important saves in the first half. Socrates at right back, Kolasinac at left back, Luizen holding the 2 centre-backs. Xhaka bringing the ball forward, almost left it behind him, gets another chance, knocked to the floor, free kick for Arsenal, right on the edge of the penalty area.
Yeah, and I think he buys this one. Xhaka, he actually slowed down. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I'm not saying it's the cleverest of challengers. Don't think it is from Click, who clips Xhaka, goes down pretty easily, but this is an opportunity, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
20 yards,
yeah, 20 yards. Just 2 yards outside the penalty area. Lacazette, David Luiz, Nicolas Pepe. Pepe has scored a couple of these against Guimarães in the Europa League earlier this season from pretty much this range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Leeds men in the wall, and then Arsenal are going to create their own wall a few yards in front of that. By the way, Xhaka and Guendouzi are the 2 central midfielders. Reece Nelson and Pepe the wide men, with Mesut Ozil playing off Lacazette, and I'll give you the Leeds team in a second. Now, David Luiz is pacing backwards as if he might hit this. He normally goes from a bit further away, Luiz. Lacazette with a little curler over the wall, clips the bar, and behind for the Leeds goal kick, 0-0.
Yeah, it looked like David Luiz, he was shaping up for one of his specials, and then Lacazette quickly, one pace, whipped over the wall, hits the top of the bar. Meslier was floundering, not far away. Great technique from Lacazette.
Ball's gone out for an Arsenal throw on the right. So Arsenal much improved in the early stages of this second half. Illan Meslier, who Chris was just mentioning, the 19-year-old French keeper on loan from Lorient, making a Leeds debut this evening. Luke Ayling at right back, Barry Douglas at left back, Gaetano Berardi's coming for Liam Cooper, and is partnering Ben White at centre back. Calvin Phillips, very impressive, shielding that back four. Alioski and Jack Harrison wide. Robbie Gotts also on debut this evening, alongside Mateusz Klich in central midfield, and Patrick Bamford as the link man and lone striker up front. Guendouzi, low pass into the edge of the penalty area, runs to Ozil across the... Lacazette with the shot, great save! Meslier gets down low to his left, gets a strong hand on it, and the ball is cleared for an Arsenal throw.
Yeah, but different Arsenal. We didn't see them win a ball in the Leeds half. In the first half, Guendouzi pinches the ball, releases Ozil, who plays a lovely weighted pass to Lacazette, and normally you see these balls hit the back of the net, down to Meslier's left-hand side. He gets down well and pushes the ball away to safety.
He might have over-egged the pudding slightly on great save. It was a little closer to him than I thought. Lacazette's flick on. Ayling intercepts on the edge of the penalty area, runs away from Lacazette, then nutmegs Xhaka, goes down, doesn't get the free kick. Pepe turns and runs at the Leeds defence, lost it, then gets it back again, plays it back to Guendouzi, lining up from the edge of the box, left foot curler just wide from Guendouzi. So much better from Arsenal. Leeds goal kick.
Yeah, and he's not far away. Good challenge in the centre of the park, and the ball released from Pepe to Guendouzi. He's trying to feed the ball into that far corner, the inside of his left foot, just trying to curl that in. Meslier goes to ground. Ooh, it's inches past the right-hand post.
He's only scored one goal for the club as Matteo Guendouzi came against Karabag in the Europa League back in October 2018. But Mikel Arteta's message has had an effect on the Arsenal performance in the second half. Chalk and cheese. Mentioned pudding and cheese already in the second half, and I've already had my curry tonight.
Theme with you, isn't it? Food
can be sometimes, Chris. 7.5 minutes gone. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0. Enjoyable cup tie, this one. Ozil, first time ball to Nelson. Nelson trying to beat Ayling on the outside, couldn't quite get past him, slips, loses his footing, tries to pick himself up again, but it gave Jack Harrison a chance to get to the ball towards Klich, and that is clumsy from Xhaka into the back of Klich.
Challenge, I tell you what, he's lucky there, Xhaka. Klich unhappy with the challenge.
Got some guesses for the little quiz question I set. So these are teams since West Ham won the FA Cup in 1980 from below the top flight who have made at least the semi-finals. I can tell you 4 have made the final. Richard says Reading, which is correct. They're the last ones to do it. They lost to Arsenal in 2015. And Nigel Plum, we're back onto the food theme there. I'll come back to Nigel Plum's answer in a second. Bamford bringing the ball forward, hits the shot. Martinez gets down to his right. He should have played Alioski.
I'll tell you what, that's such a poor decision from Bamford. When he takes the shot on, for me, he has to score, because Alioski was wide open in the left-hand channel. Not a difficult pass to make. Too many touches from Bamford. Decision-making costing Leeds United there.
So Nigel Plum's got 4 for us. Arsenal 0, Leeds 0 it remains. Wickham, QPR, Plymouth and Millwall, which are also all correct. Plymouth back in 1984 lost to Graham Taylor's Watford, who lost to Everton in the final. David Luiz just extricating himself on a spot of bother there in front of his own penalty area. Did it well. Holding, plays the ball up to the halfway line. Pepe on the turn, beats the challenge of Douglas, and away he goes. And this is a fine sight in full flight across the Lacazette. Pepe wants it back, sliding block, and it's in the end for Reece Nelson, who scrambles the ball home from close range and Leeds have paid the price for not taking their chances in the first half. Arsenal much better since the break, and they lead this cup tie by a goal to nil.
Yes, and you have to say, you feel for Leeds. They had been the better team, but it's been a different Arsenal. After half-time, they've come out with a purpose in the second half, and they actually work it very well. Pepe initially does well to get away from his marker, and he releases the ball to Lacazette in the right-hand channel, who is onside. He pulls the ball back across, and it comes off the Leeds defender. I think it's Calvin Phillips who inadvertently puts the ball into Nelson's path, who just gets enough on it. It's a fortunate finish. Comes off, I think you could say, his right heel.
The verb I would use there, Chris, is he sclaffed it. To sclaff.
It doesn't matter.
No.
He has sclaffed it.
And actually, Meslier also got a hand to it. So off Nelson's heel, Meslier's hand. There was a Leeds defender on the line who couldn't quite clear it. Messy goal, really, but Arsenal lead.
Admirable, though, from Nelson to just gamble on in there.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. 10 minutes gone.
He took his chance, didn't he?
He did.
And that was a sniffer's goal, wasn't it?
Very much so. Back to Alan Sniffer-Clark, who scored the winner in the 72 final. So Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Let's see what Leeds have got in response here, because so far tonight they've been really good. And actually, for all the chances in the first half, the point you were making, Chris, was Bamford, when he hit his shot, had a great opportunity, didn't he, to play Alioski in.
Well, do you know what? It's moments like that. He's just being greedy there. That's not a team player in that moment. And Bamford has been impressive this season, but decision-making there costs Leeds.
Arsenal fans in fine voice. Goal scorer Nelson looking for Lacazette. Stretches, can't control the ball. Robbie Gotts clears it for Leeds. Holding, gets onto it for Arsenal. Pushing forward, poor pass, intercepted. And the ball is out for a throw. But Mikel Arteta applauds his team. And they lead this cup tie by a goal to nil. Kelly Cates says Sunderland as one of the answers to the quiz. Finalists in 1992, lost to Liverpool.
Beat Norwich in the semi-final.
Did they? In 92, did they?
Yeah, I played in that. Thanks for following my career, Cliff.
Lacazette, 25 yards out to Ozil, looking to find Lacazette again. And Ayling is able to bring it away for Leeds. He's a tall man at right back. Plays the ball to the right. Click had to stretch to try and get his pass forward.
He started his career at Arsenal, Ayling.
Yes, he did.
10-year-old. Won the Youth Cup double, 2009-10.
Very good. Oh, Ozil's lost it. Caught in possession by Calvin Phillips, driving forward for Leeds. Options to his left. Plays it to Gotts with the curler. No, balloons it high and wide. And behind for the goal kick. No real conviction there from Robbie Gotts.
Do you know what? It was within range, though. As he took his first touch, you're thinking, can he work Martinez in the Arsenal goal? He's 25 yards out. It wasn't a good effort. Tame.
Leeds might be about to make a double change, because I can see Helder Costa is one of the Leeds players getting stripped off and ready to go. Arsenal lead the cup tie by a goal to nil. Winners away to Bournemouth in the 4th round. On air here on 5 Live through until 10:30 tonight. Full commentary of Manchester United, Manchester City from Old Trafford tomorrow night with John Murray and Robbie Savage.
Change coming from Leeds
as the League Cup semi-finals get underway. Throw-in for Leeds on the right. Double changes on the way. Costa is one. Stuart Dallas, the Northern Ireland international, is the other. Lacazette can't control the pass on the edge of the box. Completely different Arsenal performance second half. Here's Guendouzi. Manages to bundle his way through a couple of challenges. Lacazette in strongly. Arsenal allowed to play on. Pepe with a dribble inside the penalty area. Left-footed cross. Arsenal appeal for handball. Anthony Taylor says no. Video assistant referee will have a look. Socrates flicks the ball up in the air, knocks it one side of the defender, picks it up the other, then he's tackled. Robbie Gotts clears for Leeds up to the halfway line. Bamford's
forward play there. It has to be a foul for Bamford.
That was holding, wasn't it? Who was?
Holding exactly. Was holding. I mean, now Anthony Taylor doesn't award a free kick there.
Shall we have another look at the penalty shout here? Pepe's cross in chest.
And the arm in a natural position.
By the side of the body, yeah.
It was Ben White Had it caught the arm, I don't think he could have given a penalty for that.
Robbie Gott's debut is over. He's had an hour for Leeds, having sat on the bench 35 times before tonight. Had a good chance for his first half, but he knocked over the bar.
Wasted opportunity. He's got beyond the near post 6-yard zone.
Did you see his dynamism tonight? Did you feel that Bielsa had talked about?
Yeah, I think we saw the signs of a good, young, dynamic player.
Who else came off there? Costa's come on. Stuart Dallas came on. Let's see the other player who came off. Alioski. Yeah, well, that should be easy to spot because he's got the bright blonde hair and he's definitely not out there anymore. So, hour played in this FA Cup third round tie here on BBC Radio 5 Live. Arsenal lead 1-0. They're looking for a second. Ozil to Nelson, right-footed shot, almost ran to Lacazette, and the ball spins away from behind for a corner.
I tell you what, I think he's unlucky here. Nelson gets his shot off quickly. It's actually not the greatest goal kick from Meslier. And Ozil, he's been integral in this second half for Arsenal. I know whether Meslier was wrong-footed when Nelson took the shot on a crucial block behind 4. An Arsenal corner.
Never had that before. My microphone just unplugged itself. Cable I must have pulled it, just fell out the bottom. But luckily Chris was talking, which he often is, so we got away with it.
Well, that's lucky. See Anthony Taylor in the mix there. A lot of players crowded around Meslier.
Yeah, it's like a packed nightclub dance floor, Chris, in that 6-yard box. At the Leeds end away to our left-hand side. Pepe's corner in, almost flicked on at the near post. Dealt with. Guendouzi jumps for a header on the edge of the box. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. This game, by the way, live on BBC One tonight. But if you want to watch it and listen to us, you can do that via the red button as Arsenal almost give the ball away inside their own half. But get away with it, throwing for Arsenal in their left-back position. Get to your red button on your remote, push that, look for 5 live commentary, and then you can select that using the blue menu key. Manchester United, Manchester City commentary tomorrow, and then Leicester Villa, the other League Cup semi-final first leg in full on Wednesday night. Kolasinac with the throw down the left. Lacazette with a little nudge on Berardi there. And so free kick Leeds. Wouldn't bet against them getting back into it, Chris, Leeds?
No, absolutely not. They just have to be more clinical, don't they?
Meslier closed down by Lacazette. Just gave him a little nudge there after Meslier got his...
He can handle the ball so well.
Guendouzi, who's got Calvin Phillips behind him. He's lost the ball for Arsenal, but it's inside the Leeds half. They'll try and play out. Xhaka goes in hard on Phillips. Arsenal have won it back, and Anthony Taylor gets a free kick to Leeds.
There was a foul. It was a needless foul because the ball had already been given away. But what we are seeing now, we're seeing Xhaka being more robust. Guendouzi in this second half, he's gone up a level, hasn't he?
Explain to me, because I don't get why they weren't doing this in the first half, because he must have said to them, go out and play like this, yet they just didn't do it in the first half.
He wouldn't have told them to be lacklustre.
Exactly, so why does that happen? I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
If you'd have watched Arsenal the past couple of seasons, you'd have seen this happen a great deal.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you would have demanded more.
No,
absolutely, and I get it, and that tells us the magnitude of the job which Mikel Arteta has got. He has to change their identity, the thought process, the hunger, the desire at this club.
Stuart Dallas on the pitch now for Leeds. Nice pass out to the left-hand side. Harrison's curling ball into the box, and Holding heads it away for Arsenal. Goes out wide left again. Barry Douglas is forward. Harrison is with him. So Harrison is wide left now, since Helder Costa has come on, who's yet to touch the ball. He's the Portuguese who's on loan from Wolves at Leeds at the moment.
Yeah, I think they can buy, or there's talk of buying him 15 million. I think that's the clause agreed. Or has it been agreed? I think that was the figure.
Throw in for Arsenal inside their own half with 25 minutes to play here, and Marcelo Bielsa's off the bucket again in his baggy grey Leeds tracksuit, just down on his haunches on the edge of his technical area. Lacazette looking for a ball through the middle to Pepe, can't find him. White is there at centre-back for Leeds, back to Meslier, who again uses that sweet left foot to float it to Ayling. Little volley pass infield. Had to go hard, Phillips, to win that, but Arsenal eventually get it back. Xhaka at full stretch gets the pass away to Nelson. Here's Ozil, just looking to find a little hole to put the pass through. Gets there. Nelson to Lacazette. Good turn from Lacazette. Stumbles, wants a penalty, and Anthony Taylor runs away.
Well, Mikel Arteta, this will naturally be checked. He uses his body so well, Lacazette, like a bull, gets turned. When the challenge came in, it was Lacazette being held.
Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Mikel Arteta was certainly appealing for the penalty. The video assistant referee will be having a look as we speak. David Luiz on the ball, just in front of his own penalty area. Stuart Atwell, the VAR tonight. Reece Nelson running into the penalty area, but Meslier gets out quickly, dives on the ball.
Decision making, shot stopping.
Yeah.
Really very, very comfortable on the ball, Meslier.
Gabriel Martinelli is getting ready to come on for Arsenal, who's been missing for a couple of games. Now that wasn't a good challenge, was it, on Xhaka by Klich? First yellow card of the game is going to Mateusz Klich, the Pole.
He was slightly late on a couple of Swiss rolls from Xhaka. He goes over. No, that was naughty from Klich, it really was.
Yeah. Xhaka's okay. Picked himself up. Free kick for Arsenal. Martinelli is coming on 4. We don't get to see the board here because it's being held up away from us, and it's not double-sided in the FA Cup because they've got to have the old sponsor's name on the back of it. But Chris has spotted that Reece Nelson, who indeed scored the goal for Arsenal this evening, is coming off. And Martinelli, who's scored a fair few goals already for Arsenal, the 18-year-old this season, is coming on. They like him. They like him. Those are the kind of roars that Chris Sutton used to get when he came on at...
Depends for who?
Carrow Road and Ewood Park and Celtic Park. Villa Park. St Andrews.
Oh, I don't know about
Stamford Bridge.
I was applauded off.
That was naughty of me, actually. Costa back to Ayling. Martinelli trying to get involved early on. Can Leeds find themselves an equaliser? David Luiz in strongly on Bamford, and had a little word as well. The attitude has been so different second half from the Arsenal players.
Yes, it has, and we've just seen more aggression, from Luiz, from the Arsenal midfield. When you think how the Leeds midfield dictated the play in that first half, the Leeds bench unhappy about the ball not coming back quickly enough. He's getting an ear bashing, the fourth official from Bielsa.
Yeah, Bielsa waving his hands furiously. Does he need his
interpreter for that, or...?
I think the message was pretty clear, actually, Chris. I think Kevin Fremwell got the general gist there. Phillips curling the ball wide to Ayling. Ayling's ball towards Bamford, not the best. Stretches, gets a touch on it, but Martinez is able to come out and grab it. Answers continue to come in. West Ham, the last team outside the top flight to win the FA Cup. I made it 24 teams since then. From outside the top flight have made the semi-finals. Nigel and Stephen say Chesterfield. That's right, lost to Middlesbrough, didn't they? 1997. Yes, yeah. 2008 had 3 of them. This is correct as well. Barnsley, Cardiff and West Brom all made it in 2008. Anthony Taylor giving a free kick to Leeds here.
Stuart Dallas, left-hand channel, winning the foul, the free kick. He was brought on a first-team regular, I think it's fair to say, in Dallas.
Yes.
And
ever present in the Championship, actually. And we're going to have a change of ball. So
Jose Mourinho moaning about the weight of the balls, talking about how light the FA Cup balls had been.
Pep Guardiola made the same complaint in the League Cup, I believe, a couple of seasons ago, didn't he, about the different ball and the way it operated, I think. Midway through the second half, Arsenal still leading Leeds 1-0. Winners go to Bournemouth in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Douglas with the free kick, headed up in the air by Holding, and the flag is up for an offside free kick.
Not a good free kick, and the Leeds players going early.
Kelly says the balls are lighter. Balls are definitely lighter in the FA Cup, apparently.
How much lighter?
That's the next question from Chris. Kelly's giving it the big shrug there. Chris, we need to kick one, don't we? And then we can tell. Martinelli jumps for the ball.
It's important to know the detail, isn't it?
Always do. You're very much a details man, I've found. Always have found. Chris, working with you. Ayling's throw on the right for Leeds.
Take me longer to describe you.
Beg your pardon. Floated towards Costa.
He has to be offside. Costa coming back from an offside position, then actually cushion volley the pass left-footed into Bamford, who would run beyond him. Just a bit lazy there. Leeds forward.
Not been able to re-establish the same rhythm Leeds they had in the first half. They had some really good chances. Bamford clipped the bar. Martinez made one particularly good save. Holding's taken a risk dribbling out here, and he has lost the ball. Jack Harrison's gone scampering back to get it for Leeds. He's able to turn 40 yards out in a central position. Costa getting away from Kolasinac. Fouled. 25 yards out, free kick and a yellow card.
Well, terrific movement from Costa. Just draws Kolasinac in. Kolasinac brings him down now. 25 yards out.
Phillips or Douglas?
Well, you'd think this suits a left footer. He'll be going some to score from here. Not impossible, but it would take something extremely special.
Yeah, Bielsa was just out there talking to Calvin Phillips, who's over the ball, and was sort of motioning. I don't know whether he was saying he could have taken a quick one there and gone down the right, but he made his point and then he's walked away. So the free kick, Martinez, as he stands by his left post looking out, is probably 7 or 8 yards wider than that. And both players stand at 45-degree angles to the ball. Douglas with his left foot goes for goal, too much on it, whips it too high and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, I said it would take something special, but that wasn't great from Douglas, who does have a nice left foot, but well over, well wide.
Goal kick then for Arsenal. Martinez plonks the ball down right in the middle of his 6-yard box.
They're happy, they push the midfielders in and the full-backs in. Leeds left themselves 3-on-3 at the back.
Goes long. Ben White gets a head on it, can only nod it back the way, but Meslier is able to run out to the edge of his box and grab it for Leeds. Time's running out for them a little now. 18 minutes left of the cup tie. Lacazette in hard through the back of Ben White as he tried to clear the ball. That's another free kick, but it's kind of challenge he just wasn't making in the first half. Lets White know that he's there. Next up for Arsenal, by the way, is Crystal Palace on Saturday lunchtime kick-off in the Premier League, and Leeds at home to Sheffield Wednesday. So Yorkshire derby coming their way at the weekend. Pepe trying to thread one through to Martinelli. Ayling knew where that was going. Intercepts. Lacazette behind him. Ayling plays the 1-2. Nicely done. Click. Trying to get Costa away down the right. Not quite close enough to him, the pass. Luiz able to get there first. Martinez, the Arsenal keeper, clears with his right foot. Dallas heads it forward. Costa controls it on his thigh, looking for Bamford. Guendouzi gets a foot on it and knocks it back into the penalty area.
No, actually, David Luiz read that really well to feed the ball back to his goalkeeper. Took a bit of a bobble. He took no chances and flipped the ball upfield.
Just over 15 minutes to play. On air until 10:30 this evening, here with 5 Live Sport. Hoping to get some reaction from both camps after this cup tie. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Leeds getting ready to make their last change of the tie. And it's young Leif Davis, 20 years old. Turned 20 actually New Year's Eve, getting ready to come on for Leeds. Lacazette, little ball to Ozil, flicks it up in the air on the back heel. Berardi with Lacazette. Berardi goes to ground, not going to get the free kick. Guendouzi wins it back for Arsenal, wide to Pepe, running at the Leeds defenders, ball into Martinelli, who gets the shot. It's blocked and it's behind for a corner.
Yeah, and White did well to stay on his feet. Pepe has come more into the game in the second half, feeding a ball into Martinelli. Sharp little turn, trying to get a shot off left-footed. White stood up well, ball deflected wide for an Arsenal corner, and no rush.
No.
Mesut Ozil trotting over to take the corner.
He slowly makes his way over, receives a round of applause from the Arsenal fans. with their team still leading this cup tie by 1-0. Scored by Reece Nelson in the second half. Ozil is waiting here. Anthony Taylor has got his left arm in the air. What's he waiting for?
They're checking a possible red card for violent conduct, it said.
No red card. Ball is headed right across the face of goal. That was Socrates, who made a run at the ball, had a free header from 8 yards out and basically made no contact with it. Could easily have won the cup tie. Xhaka goes flying in to win a sliding challenge. Nice handshake between
he made a good
Berardi.
run, Socrates, got away from Ayling, and it's a free header. It's not an easy one, just behind him, but it was poor in the end. It's it well wide.
Video assistant referee was looking at Lacazette potentially kicking out of one of the Leeds players, but they decided no red card. Great dribbling from Martinelli, low shot, great save. Meslier down to his left. He's been really good for Leeds, the keeper.
I tell you what, he's got a big frame, and that long reach, really sharp to get down.
Joe Willock is waiting to come on for Arsenal. Yeah, lovely. Dallas, a little quick layoff to Phillips, and Phillips has kept it going down the left-hand side. Here's Harrison, pace attacking the penalty area, tries to get the cross in. It's blocked. Ozil is back there doing some defending for Arsenal. Nice tricks and dribbles from Harrison. Eventually he's outnumbered. Pepe, clever. Back heel into the shins of Harrison, and behind for the Arsenal goal kick. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0.
Yeah, and credit Pepe, working exceptionally hard there, tracking back, doing his job. We didn't see this in the first half.
Joe Willock is waiting to come on, getting last instructions from Mikel Arteta, and he's being offered 2 water bottles there. Surely only needs one, unless of course they've got different fluids in them. Mesut Ozil is coming off for Arsenal. So he's had 75, 76 minutes tonight. Couldn't get into the game in the first half. Much better performance from the entire team. But he's very much on board with Mikel Arteta at the start of this project. And Arsenal at the moment heading through to the 4th round of the FA Cup and an away tie against Bournemouth. We've got 8 replays still to come in the 3rd round. Good games in there as well. Newcastle at home to Rochdale in a replay. Tottenham at home to Middlesbrough. Watford will go to Tranmere. Manchester United will host Wolves. Bristol City have got to go to Shrewsbury. Carlisle, Cardiff, Blackpool and Reading, Coventry and Bristol Rovers. They've got to do it all again. Good flick onto Bamford. Bamford's not seen much of the ball second half. Just took a little knock there as Louise went to clear. Guendouzi fouled by Stuart Dallas in midfield. 13 minutes to play. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. And
The worry for Leeds is Patrick Bamford is down. It actually looks like a knock where you think, well, it's not okay, but it's better than a strain.
Yeah, they cannot afford to lose Patrick Bamford in their push for promotion to the Premier League. He missed a fair bit of last season with injury. Leeds have actually changed the change here, because Leif Davis we saw getting warmed up and ready to come on, but it's actually Jordan Stevens, who's a 19-year-old they signed from Forest Green in February 2018. He's made 1 substitute appearance in the Championship this season, and that was in the 2 undefeated Fulham recently. His first touch, he's given the ball away to Lacazette. Martinelli down to the byline, pulls it back, headed away by Berardi. Helder Costa is there for Leeds. He tries to knock it past Xhaka. Xhaka gets his body in the way, and it's out for a throw into Leeds in their right back position. Just over 10 minutes to play. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0.
Yeah, it looks like Stuart Dallas has gone to right full-back, and Jordan Stevens just playing up one. Helder Costa has gone inside now.
Costa is down, wants a free kick, not going to get it. Kolasinac steaming forward, looking for the 1-2 with Lacazette, gets it back, shoots, great block. Good sliding challenge by Berardi, and it's behind for an Arsenal corner.
Yeah, and I know everybody talks about Lacazette as an out-and-out finisher. I think some of his link-up is absolutely fantastic. Good little give and go from Kolasinac outside of the right foot. A decent block, wasn't it?
The way he uses his body as well, Chris, didn't get time to talk about it, did we? But when he almost won that penalty, he does that a lot, Lacazette, doesn't he? Turning the defenders.
Yeah, he does. Good use of his body. Gets on the half turn, feels the defender, knows how to roll them.
Corner for Arsenal. Pepe will take this one. Pacing low, into the near post. Socrates left foot volley. He nearly volleyed it out of the stadium. It eventually drops in that lower tier.
Which would have been impressive.
Yes, it would, because we actually can't even see the roof of the stadium. Again, probably exaggerating slightly. Well, very much a case. The phrase you use with one of those, which I always enjoy, is mind the windows. When someone hits a shot like that, it's just reminiscent of playing in the back garden and letting one fly. And
how would you say that in Greek, though?
oh, very good. We'll find out. Mind the windows in Greek, please. 85058. Calvin Phillips back to Meslier. Leeds keeper.
More in hope, that, isn't it?
Ball up the left-hand side. Lovely football again from Leeds. I really enjoyed watching them tonight. Can they create one or two more chances?
They had that opportunity. Bamford.
Meslier's almost given it away.
First poor one from Meslier.
Dallas is under pressure and he's lost it, and Kolasinac is away from him down the left-hand side. Dallas has got to be careful with the tackle. Right on the edge of the penalty area. Kolasinac comes back to Xhaka. Xhaka with his right foot plays it back to the halfway line. Applause from the Arsenal fans for that. Holding up the middle, poor pass, easily intercepted. Berardi, now this is promising for Leeds. Costa with a bit of pace gets his head down, starts running at David Luiz up to the edge of the Arsenal box, rolls it to his right, crossing from Stevens. David Luiz gets his body in the way, it's behind for a corner.
Yeah, Holding, I don't think he's had a great night. I think he's looked decidedly shaky in that right centre-half position, sloppy in possession, allowed Leeds to break. David Luiz, right place, right time. He's down now.
Right in front. Luiz is down and hurt at the moment, so a little delay before this corner. Right in front of the 8,000 Leeds fans who sweep their way around the lower tier of the clock end away to our right. And Barry Douglas is complaining about another match ball. It's too light, he's saying. If Kelly Cates was there, she'd be saying, I know it is. We've told you that. We've just not got the details on it, that's all. It's just lighter, Barry. Deal with it. Corner for Leeds. Start making the runs in the penalty area. Martinez came, but Luiz maybe didn't get the shout or just decided he was going to head it anyway. Good header on it. Stevens plays it down the right. Lovely little back heel to Stevens again. Edge of the penalty area, taking his time. Manages to find Click to Phillips. Very intricate from Leeds this. Dallas on the right. Now he gets the cross in. High swinging deep one to the back post. Costa tries to lay it back to Click. Didn't get proper contact on it. And Guendouzi's able to get it away to Pepe, who's won a throw for Arsenal.
Yeah, that hasn't quite clicked for Leeds in this second half. Intricate play around the box. A looping cross. And Costa couldn't quite cushion the volley back into a Leeds player's path. And Arsenal this second half, they have been so much better and have been the side who've created the better chances.
Just wondering there if you were going to go for a play on words with Costa as well, but he decided against it. Xhaka on the halfway line, tumbles over. Now Anthony Taylor, yes, he is impressed with that. He says that is a foul, that is a free kick to Arsenal. 13 times FA Cup winners. One of the nice things about coming to this stadium, all that you see the insignia of all those trophies they've won on the red hoardings between the second and third tiers. Little pictures of the FA Cup dotted all the way around the top of the stadium. They've won 3 of the last 6, of course, Arsenal as well. 2014, 2015, 2017. Kolasinac gets ready to take the throw. 7 minutes to play. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Last game between these two 8 years ago, FA Cup third round tie on a Monday night, also finished 1-0 to Arsenal, with Thierry Henry scoring the goal. Now the ball's in a tight spot there on the left hand side. Kolasinac is battling for it, so's Joe Willock, and it's another Arsenal throw on the left, and they're just starting to sort of take time out of the game and run the clock down a little.
I think looking at a picture of Mikel Arteta, relieved Mikel Arteta with this second half performance. I think he would have demanded at half time, we have to do more. In fairness, Arsenal have done more.
Martinelli did brilliantly for Arsenal there, holding on to the ball down by the corner flag, running the clock down, eventually sort of wriggled his way out of the challenge and was fouled, and Arsenal have a free kick, and there's a yellow card actually.
Yeah, for Dallas.
The challenge.
Gets too tight, Dallas. Martinelli uses his body really, really well. Tug of the shirt, he goes down. Once again, no rush for Arsenal to take this.
leading Leeds 1-0. Free kick. 3-4 yards up from the byline on the left. Pepe gets ready to take it. And time ticking away for the championship leaders, Leeds United. Pepe waits for Anthony Taylor's whistle. No one really at the near post area at the moment. Now Arsenal players start to make their runs. Ball is curled in. Kolasinac will get to the clearance first. Scoops his pass away to Pepe on the left. Wide on that touchline. Guendouzi is just able to collect from Pepe, and then as he stumbles really, plays a lovely pass across the halfway line to Xhaka, who's running away from Jordan Stevens. Stevens taking it off him. That is a foul.
Bielsa not happy about that decision. Jumping up and down, but I think there was a tug of the arm from Stevens, and Xhaka using all his experience to win the free kick.
5 minutes to play. Arsenal leading 1-0. Free kick taken short by Socrates to Pepe. He's got Jack Harrison and Barry Douglas in front of him for Leeds, but he's played it back to Socrates, who fancies playing the role of right winger, so he's going to take Harrison on down the right. Almost like a rugby player. He had the ball like a number 8 at the back of the scrum, and he was sort of burrowing his way forward. He's battled brilliantly for the ball. Still on the floor, it's still in play.
Illegal?
Oh, and now he takes a whack in the face while he's lying on the floor, accidentally from Harrison. The Arsenal players don't like it. Suddenly there's a melee of bodies, and Anthony Taylor's got to get in there.
Well,
Socrates is wagging his finger, isn't he?
I tell you what, I think he gets away with the dribble in the first place. I don't think you're allowed to wrestle. And then he has the whole of Jack Harrison has hold of his legs. Yeah, Harrison, and where can Harrison go really? Absolutely. If someone's holding your leg? It's just the afters, and I don't think Harrison does anything wrong.
That was, it literally turned into a ruck and a maul down by the dead ball line. And you're right, Harrison couldn't go anywhere. Socrates grabbed him in a rugby tackle.
He's saying he stood on my head. Well, if you actually have hold of his legs, where do you want his legs to go?
Exactly. Socrates taking some deep breaths. Anyway, he's done a good job for Arsenal, because that's taken more time out of the game. Throw in on the right. We're not checking, are we? Are we checking here? Are we checking for a potential? Yeah, we are checking for a potential red card. Surely not, Chris.
I would be really shocked. Just the afters there with Harrison. I think.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Someone.
Is it Douglas? I think it's Douglas.
Oh come on. He's got his hand on Socrates. He's sort of wiped it across his face.
Let's have a look.
I mean, I know you're not allowed.
So it's Harrison and Socrates.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a violent action from Douglas.
I'd be very surprised if they changed this. He's still waiting. He's still waiting.
Socrates was the instigator of all that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the aggressor.
Yeah. I'll be amazed if that's a red card. Anthony Taylor's still waiting. We've got no more replay. Now we're going to get one more. So Barry Douglas steps back.
So it isn't Harrison.
And he puts his hand just on Socrates' forehead, and then he rubs the palm just down. No red card. Of course no red card. Play back underway. Load of stuff and nonsense.
It's daft from Douglas. He just rubs his eye, doesn't he?
Yeah. That would be a silly one to get sent off. What'd you get sent off for? Well, I rubbed his eye.
Rubbing his eye.
2 minutes left. But Leeds, the thing is, Leeds have not been able to do anything in the last 6-7 minutes of the game. Right.
They just need.
Tell you what, Chris, I've got 2 phones here. This is highly advanced. Apparently a lot of people on social media saying Lacazette should have been sent off earlier for the one the VAR was looking at. So when we get a break in play, I'll play it to you on the phone here. Lacazette incident off the ball, which the VAR had a look at and decided it wasn't a red card. Here is Lacazette on the right-hand side up against Berardi. 89th minute of the game. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Lacazette still has it into the feet of Guendouzi. He ran it out of play. Throwing for Leeds. Go on then, Chris, let's have a little look. Press play.
He does have
a little kick out, doesn't he? Oh yeah.
Is it a kick, or is he trying to rake him down his Achilles?
It's one of those where the feet are almost hooked together as Berardi's getting up. That's a little kick out.
It's petulant, isn't it? As much as anything.
Yeah.
Why not go over to the monitor? I thought we were getting into the habit.
Anthony Taylor was very close to that as well, so he could quite easily have thought, you know what, I've not seen it properly, I'll go and have a look myself. So we've had a look for 2 possible red cards, neither given. Leeds given on the counter. What a good ball that is on the left-hand side. Harrison taking it in his stride into the penalty area. Challenged by Socrates. Knocks it off Harrison behind for a goal kick. That could be Leeds' last chance.
And he did so well, Socrates. I think it's been a bit of a nightmare going forward, but defensively, when the challenge came in, he had to get it right. Harrison trying to go inside, then he drives the outside. Socrates read it brilliantly, actually kicks the ball off Harrison and goes behind for an Arsenal goal kick.
5 minutes of added time. Arsenal leading Leeds 1-0, and an away trip to Bournemouth in the 4th round beckons for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. Pepe is coming off. Bukayo Saka is coming on. Last couple of times we've seen him starting, he's actually been left back for
he actually did okay, didn't he? Showed good discipline.
Yeah.
He's now gone up to the right-hand side. Pepe was playing right forward position.
So 1 minute of the 5 has already been eaten up. Arsenal leading Leeds 1-0. Clearance from Martinez downfield will fall nicely for Martinelli for Arsenal, and he's going to run at Dallas, who's on a yellow card. Dallas is backpedaling. Martinelli's into the box, finds Lacazette. Lacazette plays it back to Guendouzi. That was awkward for Guendouzi, but he's managed to keep it. Twists and turns, 25 yards out, thinking about the shot, waits for the challenge, and it came, and he's fouled by Costa. Free kick Arsenal.
Bielsa not happy. French fancy, wasn't it? Initially lost the ball. Wonderful turn. I think he goes down easily there. I think he's on his way down before there's contact from Costa. There I say it. I think he's better than that.
He's already won the simulation game this season. That is a potential.
He knows the challenge is coming.
Yeah.
You know, and he's brought it.
Bit naughty. I always thought they were fondant fancies, French fancies. Are you thinking of cakes?
Depends where you shop.
3 minutes left. Free kick for Arsenal. This could seal it.
Yeah, this is
David Luiz
territory.
It's going to be a David Luiz dipper, I think. Lacazette had a go in the first half with a curler. Could be Lacazette again, or a Xhaka pile driver.
Well, which one are you going for?
I'm going David Luiz dipper. Here he comes. Oh dear. Balloons it over the bar.
Well, you got the David Luiz part right.
Yeah.
Just the dipper.
Didn't dip, did it? Arsenal fans, a lot of them leaving at the moment. They think their team's done the job. It's the Leeds fans
we can hear.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. You're right. Couple of minutes to play in the game. Arsenal 1, Leeds 0. Arteta waving his team forward to put pressure on the Leeds possession inside their half, inside their box with the goalkeeper Meslier, who's only been beaten the once this evening. Reece Nelson from close range didn't really connect that well with the ball, but just got enough on it to bobble it past him, and it looks like it's going to win this cup tie. Throw in for Arsenal on the right, inside their own half, goes long down the line. Berardi is there. Anthony Taylor says foul throw.
So you can see that, do you?
Yeah, we've seen one player rubbing another's eye. We've seen a foul throw. Bielsa on his bucket. All the fun of the fair tonight at the Emirates. Meslier playing out of the penalty. Oh, Ben White, call as you like, might lose it here. Lacazette and Martinelli all over him. He's managed to get it away.
Yeah, but poor in the end. Rallied on the ball. Not all white on the night there.
Throw in Stuart Dallas from right back. Costa trying to get away from Guendouzi, bumps into him. Free kick Leeds. Minute to play.
Yes, can they just create something? The second half just haven't done enough.
No.
Seen a different Arsenal.
Douglas plays it wide to the left. Harrison, sliding challenge on him from Socrates. Douglas gets it back to Costa on the left. Now Harrison with a bit of space. Holding comes out to meet him. Holding blocks it, comes back off Harrison and goes behind again for the Arsenal goal kick. I think that might be that, Chris.
Yeah, Jack Harrison running and plonking the ball down on the 6-yard line. Leeds trying to hurry the game along, but it looks like Arsenal have edged this one.
They will be the 11th Premier League club definitely through to the 4th round. Newcastle, Tottenham, Watford involved in replays, as are Manchester United and Wolves against each other. Everton, Brighton, Villa and Palace already out. Martinez with the goal kick, closing in on the full-time whistle. Arsenal very poor in the first half, woke up in the second half, and it looks like Reece Nelson's goal is going to win this cup tie. And David Luiz is shouting at someone in the tunnel not to return the ball too quickly because he wants the full-time whistle to blow. Arsenal throw on the left. Kolasinac has stolen 5 yards, throws it down the line. Martinelli flicks it on. Lacazette chases it, gives White a nudge. White plays a really risky ball down the byline.
He has to, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Dallas in to win the challenge, but this is all down in the Leeds half. Free kick for Leeds. Are they going to get any longer? We've played 30 seconds over the additional 5 already. Mikel Arteta is still screaming urgently onto the field, pointing at his watch, looks at his watch again, says to Anthony Taylor, come on, that should be enough for tonight. Free kick from Calvin Phillips. And there we go, Mikel Arteta, well that means a lot to him, punches the air, clenches his teeth, roars in celebration. And there'll be real relief in there, Chris, because Arsenal was so poor in the first half, much improved in the second half, when Leeds couldn't really match their first half performance, and it's Arsenal who go through to face Bournemouth in the 4th round.
Yeah, certainly a tale of 2 halves. Leeds by far the better team, the more urgent side in the first half, created the chances, simply didn't take them, and it was about could Arsenal react after half-time. They sort of had to. I think there would have been a few harsh words in there, but Mikel Arteta said he'd take the cup seriously. He got the desired reaction after half-time. Different Arsenal in the second half, a better Arsenal in the second half, and they got the result which they wanted.
I think this could very well be a Premier League fixture next season if Leeds can continue to play the rest of this season in the Championship, certainly like they did in the first half. That wasn't their full team out there tonight. They've eventually been beaten by Arsenal. I don't think actually their fans will be too worried about that. It is all about promotion for Leeds. Mikel Arteta is on the hunt for a trophy. He is marching around the Emirates Stadium, applauding the Arsenal fans. Much better in the second half. Arsenal go through. They've beaten Leeds 1-0.